Aloha and good morning. Welcome to Daifukuji's Bodhi Day Service. My name is Mamuka Io, and I am happy to be your MC this morning. Thank you. Sorry, this service will be officiated by Reverend Jiko Nakade and assisted by Deacon Amy Jiko Nakade. For those watching virtually on Facebook livestream, please feel free to follow along using the green Soto Sutra and Ganda book if you own a copy. Jodo-e is a service held in commemoration of the Buddha's enlightenment nearly 2,600 years ago. After sitting in meditation under the Bodhi Tree in Bodh Gaya, India, Prince Siddhartha Gautama became Shakyamuni Buddha upon enlightenment. He devoted his life to serving humankind and to teaching a path of wisdom and compassion. His teachings have touched the lives of people around the world. Today, we celebrate the great enlightenment of Shakyamuni Buddha. Reverend Jiko will now recite the Nenko Hogo, or Dharma words.
On this 12th day of December, in the year 2021, at the Daifukuji Soto Mission in Honolulu, Hawaii, we offer tribute to the Buddha Shakyamuni on the occasion of Bodhi Day, the day of his great awakening over 2,500 years ago. With deep reverence, we reflect upon his life and teachings, chant the sutras, and offer flowers, incense, food, and song, drawing into our hearts and minds the Eightfold Path to freedom that makes enlightenment a possibility for each one of us. May all beings throughout the universe be embraced by the Buddha's boundless wisdom and compassion, and may we, together with all beings, practice the Buddha way. Namu Kie Butsu, Namu Kie Ho, Namu Kie So.
Please rise for the singing of the Vandana Tisarana, which is on your program or on page 17 in the Green Sutra document. Please be seated. Next is the Zen Meditation, followed by Sampai or 3 vows. We will now chant the Hanyo Shinryo, which can be found on the back of your program or on page 32 in the Green Sutra Gata book.
Amen.
Buddha nature pervades the whole universe, existing right here now. In observing this Bodhi Day Service, we have offered flowers, candlelight, food, and incense. We dedicate the merits of this service to our great teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha, on this occasion of his enlightenment, to the compassionate Hoi Kanno Musatsu, Kosojo Daishi no Genzenji, Taisojo Saidaishi Gizan Zenji, Mahaprajapati, and the ever-guiding three treasures. Together we pray for the well-being of all Daifukuji members and friends, for peace within our temple, peace in our community, for peace throughout the world. May this good karma be extended to all relations, and may we realize the Buddha way together. This morning's Dharma Message will be given by Reverend Jiko Nakade.
Good morning, everyone. Aloha and happy Bodhi Day. The actual date that Bodhi Day is observed in Japan is the 8th of April. I mean, not 8th of April, 8th of December. But we choose a Sunday that is kind of close to the 8th of December. So it's really a joy to see all of you here with us this morning, and I thank you for hanging in there with the COVID protocols. I think things will gradually get better. Little by little, groups are returning to the temple, and what was very wonderful is that we were able to hold an in-person Rohatsu Sesshin this year. And a Rohatsu Sesshin is held in Zen temples and monasteries throughout the world from December 1st through the 8th. Rohatsu means the 8th day of the last month, and Sesshin is a concentrated period of Zazen meditation. So here at Daifukuji, we had a group of practitioners, Zazen practitioners, come in every morning. We had the temple's doors open at 5:30 and people arrived at 5:45 every morning for 8 days of meditation. And then we offered evening zazen every evening from 6 to 7 by Zoom only. But what was nice is that with the morning meditation, we had a group here in person practicing Zazen, and we also had a group joining us on Zoom. So we've entered a new age of hybrid activities, I guess. And you just have to always remember to turn on the camera and carry the camera from place to place. But it's been such a blessing in a way because it allows people and Sangha friends from far away to join us in our activities. And we had friends as far away as San Francisco participating in our Rohatsu session this year. So during the session, it's a time and an opportunity to deepen our practice of meditation and the Buddha way. I always look forward to this period of 8 days because it provides me with an opportunity to concentrate on Zazen, to kind of downscale my life a little bit and to be in a little quieter space than I'm usually in. And one can feel as the days go by, as each morning goes by, within our room, our meditation hall, our kannon-do, we can feel the silence and the practice deepening. Just naturally, nothing is forced, but it gets quieter and more still, where day by day people come in and just settle into their Zazen. And it's a very special, I think, experience. And during the 8 days, I always reflect upon the Buddha's life and teachings, particularly upon his life. I remember that he was a human being. He was someone very sensitive to the suffering that he saw in the world around him, even as a young boy, and who left everything behind. You know, he came from a very privileged background of living in those days what was considered a palace as a prince. And he had a beautiful wife and baby, but his spiritual yearning was so great that he left it all behind in a great renunciation and traveled off in the middle of the night and to begin 6 years of spiritual practice where he subjected himself to all kinds of spiritual practice, some of them quite extreme, where at the end of 6 years, he was reduced to a mere skeleton of a human being. He was so thin, surviving on only 1 grain of rice a day, you know, trying to attain awakening, liberation, truth, until he found that that was not working for him. So he left that behind, that practice of austerities. He received a meal from a passing girl. His first meal gradually built up his strength until he was able to make his way and found what is today known as the Bodhi Tree. And there he sat, unmoving, vowing not to arise from his seat until he had either awakened or died. So great was his commitment to finding the truth, to finding a path out of suffering. And it is said that under the Bodhi tree, when the morning star rose in the sky, the Buddha experienced a great awakening. So out of this story, on the 8th day, the poem or the song which I included in your program came to me, and I thought I would share this song with you. It came to me gradually. I was still working on it yesterday, so it's not refined, and I'm not a good singer, but it's a song that came out of this year's Rohatsu Session, the 8 days of meditation. So I thought, as my offering to the Sangha, my humble offering, I would share this song called Morning Star, if you'd allow me to kind of sing it through once. And the second time, I'd like to invite you to join me. So please picture the Buddha seated under the Bodhi tree and the morning star rising. Morning star rising in the sky, bringing a new day, bringing the light. Morning star rising in the sky, bringing a new
will emerge from it with more understanding, more wisdom, more compassion than we had before. And I'm hoping that our Sangha will also go forth with a new dawn, with more understanding, wisdom, and compassion. And so I've been thinking of next year as we emerge from this, what are different things that we can incorporate into the life of our Sangha? We have things like online Dharma study, and different groups now using the hybrid and the technology. But one of the things that I want to share is that I feel that, we have an orchard that is being put in, and I want us to move forward with more care for the earth, because it was the Mother Earth who bore witness to the Buddha. And he called upon her at his time of awakening. When he was challenged by Mara, I guess the personification of evil or ignorance and delusion, and who challenged him, saying, how is it that you can attain this enlightenment? And the Buddha put his hand down and touched the earth and called upon Mother Earth, who had witnessed his life as a bodhisattva through many lifetimes, and serving again and again. And it was Mother Earth and nature and the tree that gave shelter to the Buddha. And all of this allowed for his great awakening. So I shared this with our online Dharma group, but I feel that as we go forward, we need to take better care of the earth. And one way that we can do that is a Sangha, is that when we are able to gather and to share food again, that we really reduce our use of those one-time plastic utensils, and even the paper goods that we purchase from Costco or wherever. I mean, if we can gradually not purchase them, I think we can contribute more to the environment in a better way. So in our Zen practice, we have this practice of oryoki, where the monks in training and in monasteries and those who attend session retreats will carry with them their own set of nested bowls. And I thought I would ask our Sangha that when you come to the temple for a meal, to bring your own set of bowls and utensils. And of course we'll provide, and we'll have paper goods on hand for those who forget, so it's not going to be a problem. So I just looked around my kitchen, and I found a few things. I found these bowls with covers that I had purchased at our bazaar one year. And I thought, oh, that'd be good. If you have bowls with covers, and if you have leftover, you can just cover it up and take it home. And we won't have to give you saran wrap or aluminum foil. So you could bring bowls, you could bring plates, whatever you have, these nests. And I was able to even put in a small dessert plate and my own teacup. And then someone gave me this gift of utensils made out of bamboo. So I have chopsticks, everything I need, knife, fork, and spoon. But maybe you just need a pair of chopsticks or a fork. But if we all were to bring our own set, then I think we would do a great service to our earth and to our community. So I show this to you today so that this is the homework. You can start looking around. You don't have to purchase anything. You can look around your kitchen for things that are available to you. And then I have my furoshiki, my wrapping cloth here. I thought, oh, maybe we could even make some Hawaiian print furoshikis to give away. Those people who like to sew. So this is one thing I think we can do for being here to commemorate the enlightenment of the Buddha together, to celebrate his great awakening. I feel so honored to be able to be part of this Daifukuji Sangha, and I appreciate all your hard work and your contributions, your generosity throughout this year. So thank you so much for all your guidance and help throughout this year. And I look forward to a new year and a new dawn for our temple and our community. Thank you. Namu Kie Butsu, Namu Kie Ho, Namu Kie So.
Thank you very much, Reverend Jiko. Please rise for the singing of the 8 Days of Rohatsu by Temple member Mary Park, sung to the melody of the 12 Days of Christmas. The words are on your program insert. We always have fun singing this song at our Bodhi Day service.
On the first day of Rohatsu, the Buddha gave to me one monkey in a Bodhi tree. On the second day of Rohatsu, the Buddha gave to me 2 lotus blossoms and one monkey in a Bodhi tree. On the third day of Rohatsu, the Buddha gave to me 3 refuges, 2 lotus blossoms and one monkey in a Bodhi tree. On the fourth day of Rohatsu, the Buddha gave to me 4 noble truths, 3 refuges, 2 lotus blossoms and one monkey in a Bodhi tree. On the fifth day of Rohatsu, the Buddha gave to me 5 main precepts, 4 noble truths, 3 refuges, 2 lotus blossoms and one monkey in a Bodhi tree. On the sixth day of Rohatsu, the Buddha gave to me 6,000 cities, 5 main precepts, 4 noble truths, 3 refuges, 2 lotus blossoms and one monkey in a Bodhi tree. On the seventh day of Rohatsu, the Buddha gave to me 7 bodhisattvas, 6,000 cities, 5 main precepts, 4 noble truths, 3 refuges, 2 lotus blossoms and one monkey in a Bodhi tree. On the 8th day of Rohatsu, the Buddha gave to me 8 full paths, 7 bodhisattvas, 6,000 cities, 5 main precepts, 4 noble truths, 3 refuges, 2 lotus blossoms and one monkey in a Bodhi tree. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be.
Please join me in reciting the Metta Pavana, which is on your program or on page 252 in the Green Sutra and Apocrypha. We surround all people and all forms of life with infinite love and compassion. Particularly do we send out compassionate thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to those in doubt and ignorance, to all who are striving to attain truth, and to those whose feet are standing close to the great change we call death. We send forth oceans of wisdom, mercy, and love. Please rise for the singing of the Shomyo, which is in your program or on page 18 in the Green Sutra of the book.
Homage to Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to Shakyamuni Buddha.
At this time, the Daifukuji Zenkai would like to make a presentation to the temple.
Please be seated.
Oh, please be seated. Sorry. Thank you, Amy. Reiko Sekine will be representing the Zazenkai. Reiko and Stephen, please come forward.
Daifukuji Soto Mission Endowment Legacy Fund. We have $1,004 from Zazenkai, and I represent for Daifukuji Nakamura, our Zazenkai president.
Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. Thank you.
I have several announcements to make. First, today's service and Reverend Jiko's Dharma Message will also be available to view on YouTube at a later date this week. Second, this coming Wednesday, December 15th, Reverend Jiko will hold a Kannon Ko service and Ofudayaki ceremony at 10 a.m. Vaccinated persons are welcome to attend. You may drop off your old omamori, ofuda, and burnable altar items prior to December 15th. There's a box outside the front door for this purpose. Third, a drive-through New Year's blessing service will be held on January 1st from 10 a.m. to noon. All are welcome. Please stay inside your vehicle. Pets are welcome. You may bring your pets and have them included in your family's New Year blessing. Umamori and ofuda will also be available for pickup. An omamori and ofuda pre-order form has been included in the temple's December newsletter, which can be found under newsletter on our website, daifukuji.org. If you don't pre-order, you may purchase omamori and ofuda at the drive-thru New Year's blessing. Fourth, we received donations of dish scrubbies and flower luggage tags from Kathy Higuchi, a member of the Soto Mission of Hawaii Betsun in Honolulu. If you like, please choose one as you exit the temple. And finally, The gift shop in the basement is now open and is a good place to stop for some holiday shopping. If you enjoy watching our videos and would like to see more, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for joining us today. Aloha, mahalo, and hui ho.